Hey everybody, this is iLad and we are back for another episode of Starmade. And today, I'm going to have to start working on fixing a little problem. If you look around, you can see that there are big chunks missing. Well, mostly little chunks, honestly, but there are definitely chunks missing out of the Red Panda Revenge. Some of this may be weapons fire, at least at one point the game claimed I was being fired on. And some of it is undoubtedly heat damage from a star. And just to be honest, it's getting a little old. Like going out mining, getting shot at. I think that must have been actual like weapons damage. And if I'm not getting shot at, and oh hey, this is not technically connected anymore. Sweet. Oh yeah, it is. It's that stupid highlight outline is fooling me. Here we go. If it's not weapons damage, it's stupid stars burning me up. So clearly I need to solve this problem. This is untenable. This ship just can't cut it out in the big scary galaxy. But before I start actually doing that, I need to have a better way of producing the ship. So today we are going to start working on a shipyard. This is going to be the first part of this station that I'm going to say is actually completely 100% permanent. Alright, so there's the rough box, such as it is. It's a good bit bigger. It's a good bit bigger than my original. Not all of the space inside here is going to be used, unfortunately. I wanted to go ahead and get this whole box in place. But yeah, some of the decorative stuff is going to be taking up some of the volume. And if I ever regret that, if I ever need to, of course I'll be able to move or delete some of the decorative junk, so it'll be alright. But let's go ahead and work on getting the actual shipyard modules in place. To absolutely no one's surprise, I didn't have nearly enough shipyard modules. I need to produce another 1,000 or so. I believe I have all the raw materials I need to do that, so that shouldn't be an issue. And it probably won't be the last time I have to come and manufacture some more building stuff. Well, I'll see you on the other side of this mess. Alright guys, there it is. There's the concept. I think it looks alright. It's I'm gonna need to make a lot more dark gray blocks. But and it's gonna be hard to duplicate too. I think they updated the copy paste function since the last time I used it, and I guess I'll be putting it through its tracks and put it through its paces, whatever the phrase is, and seeing if it actually is as good as they said it was going to be. And this is actually, I'm gonna turn off the blue plane of symmetry. I never actually meant to enclose this side right here, so I'm gonna delete this. There, a little more open on this side, just like I wanted it. So yeah, this is gonna be our shipyard design. So I'm gonna try the copy paste. I'm gonna replicate this whole chunk on each one of the C's, the arches, the whatever you call them, and then we'll actually start working on the functionality of this thing. Well, alright, that was an ordeal. It kept running out of basic materials and I had to go mining a few more times. And unfortunately, I kept running into pirates and the heat radius of the stars. So, this thing got all shot up. I mean, it was already pretty bad, but but I don't really want to put time into repairing it because I'm just going to tear it all down here in a little bit anyway. Yeah, so before I jump into build mode and show off the shipyard, I'm going to show you one other semi-permanent improvement I made to my station here. I got really sick of the whole factory setup and of the storage and waiting so long to get anything crafted in factories. So I did a thing. Each one of these factories is linked to 99 factory enhancers, which means that I can produce bundles of 100 of everything. Eventually I'm going to have a bigger setup than this because this is just a few factories. But yeah, this is a nice start. These store individual capsules. You can see that each stash is named after the capsule that it stores, and the columns of storage spaces are 9 blocks high, which means that it can store an even 1,000 volume units. And I left it visible on purpose so that basically I can glance and see which ones I'm almost out of, namely Sapson and Parcine. So obviously I have the most of Ramit and Surtees. Yeah. So I can quickly see what I'm a little short on. Later on I'll incorporate some kind of color coding or something along those lines into the actual design so I can tell a little more easily. I had to add a big old chunk of power. I've got a big old chunk of factory enhancers and storage for my capsule refinery, and I just ripped out all the old factory stuff. So yeah, big improvement. Like I say, it's semi-permanent, so I'm actually going to dress it up a little bit later. But then I've got my shipyard, and I've got this, and I don't know, this is linked to the shipyard computer, and I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to try this again once I actually get a ship loaded into the shipyard, but right now I'm not 100% sure what it's doing. Let's jump into build mode so I can more easily show off what I actually have going on here. Alright, so here's the shipyard. It's respectably sized. It's not the largest shipyard I'm hoping to have, but here 'tis. These are meant to look like sort of gear teeth. There's a reason for this. There's going to be some aesthetic stuff that I add later, but I have to build a decent miner that can defend itself before I can do much building of any kind on the station. So I'm going to need a lot more resources. It blew my mind, honestly, how much resources this shipyard consumed just in basic armor. Like, forget about the resources for the actual, like, technical shipyard modules crap. Like, that was nothing. But just in terms of getting dark gray and light gray basic armor in place, and these ice crystal lights. Heck, I ran out of metal grill more than once. So yeah, this was absolutely ridiculous. So to build the kind of station that I want to build, I'm going to have to get a heck of a miner, so I can scoop up raw resources like they're going out of style. But for now, this will do it. Right now, the shipyard core anchor thing is in the exact center of the volume. It's not going to stay there. I'm going to move it down toward one end so that I can get started. Probably starting next week, or at least next episode, I'll be in shipyard mode and in the creative mode that's built in, designing my new larger miner, and it's going to be based loosely on this one. I've got in mind some significant improvements, aside just from like making it a heck of a lot bigger so I can fit in more shields, better defensive capabilities, and a much bigger mining beam. So it's going to be pretty awesome. Hope y'all will stick around and watch. Kind of my vision for the series is, a little bit of survival like this, and then we'll get into creative either in a shipyard or in a testing universe, and then we'll get back into survival, kind of back and forth, so you get a nice blend of both worlds here. But I am looking forward to having a miner that's not on its last legs. In any case, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it, and you'll come back to join me again next time. And yeah, I'm pretty proud of this. It is going to look better once I get everything done. It's going to look much, much better. So stick around and see what I do with that. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.